Not one, not two, not three, not even four, not five, not six, not seven, but eight. Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And thank you all very much for checking out the State of the Saints podcast, Saints post-game show. The final score of the New Orleans Saints versus Atlanta Falcons game, 24-9. I'm going to say that one more time. The Saints versus Falcons, final score, 24-9. The New Orleans Saints absolutely dominated the Atlanta Falcons. And you know, Who That Nation, I've been hearing all week from the Atlanta Falcons fan base that, oh, y'all gonna lose to us, so y'all gonna lose. We gonna beat y'all. Y'all disrespecting us. Y'all coming out here with Taysom Hill and who y'all think y'all are, and oh, y'all making excuses because Taysom Hill gonna lose y'all the game. This is the reason why I said on the last edition of the State of the Saints podcast that I really do not care about the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, it was a reason why I waited all the way to the day before the game to actually mention the Atlanta Falcons, because just like I said, the Atlanta Falcons would be irrelevant if it wasn't for the Saints. They would be absolutely irrelevant. They would not be talked about at all. And they know that. That's the reason why they try to push up on the Saints fan base. That's the reason why they try to get under our skin, because they realize that they need us to generate buzz in order for them to pop. And look, I knew it, and I'm pretty sure you knew it, Who That Nation, that the Atlanta Falcons weren't that team. The Atlanta Falcons were not that squad, and they proved it today. They proved it today when the Saints actually dominated these guys from start to finish. Sean Payton, I think he should be in a mention of Coach of the Year. I think that people that were out here jumping out of the window, criticizing Taysom Hill before he even took a snap as a starting quarterback, I think they're eating a lot of crow right now. That is why I encourage people in the Who That Nation to make sure that they reserve their judgment till all the facts come out. I even tried to give you all a lifeline by saying, look at what happened with Teddy Bridgewater last year. Look what happened with Teddy. Say a lot of people were saying that Teddy wasn't ready, all of that. And all of a sudden, history seems to repeat itself. People constantly jumping out the window without actually seeing a person's body or work. And I just think that everybody just kind of fell for that. And it's sad. But Taysom Hill got the job done. Wasn't the best game I ever seen from a quarterback making his debut, but it wasn't the worst. Woody was 19 of 23, 233 yards, no touchdowns, 2 touchdowns rushing. I see that the Green Bay Packers, I'm looking at this game, it looks like Phillip Rivers just threw an interception on a 4th and 26. Bruh. Anyway, Taysom Hill got the job done. All right. I just think that when you look at what the Saints did to the Atlanta Falcons, I mean, getting pressure on Matt Ryan, making sure that they actually keep him, rattled in the pocket. I think the defense really stepped up, and I think that the defense answered the call, no doubt about that. But at the end of the day, man, the Saints got the victory. I don't want to hear anything else about the Saints not the best team in the South. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, saying that the pass was incomplete. I'm sorry, folks. I'm actually looking at the Green Bay Indianapolis game, which I see that the referees are trying to keep the Green Bay Packers in this game. That's why they calling everything now, all these ticket tag calls and stuff like that, in order for them to keep them in the game. But I digress. Go to the chat. Damian says, "What will be Atlanta's so-called fan excuse for this one? They ain't got no excuses." They ain't got no excuses. And one of the reasons why they shouldn't have jumped out of the window. Okay. I mean, for a team to be that bad, I would say that you need to talk after the game, after everything is all said and done. That's when you go out here and talk. You don't talk before the game, but they thought, that's the thing about these teams, man. I don't think people understand. I don't think fan bases understand the importance of having good coaching staffs. I don't think they understand that. When they look at certain players not being in the lineup, when they look at certain players not being around, being in the lineup, they just automatically just assume that their team is just going to get a victory. They think just because Drew Brees hasn't been in the lineup, and they probably been waiting for about 15 years for the New Orleans Saints not to have Drew Brees so they can finally get their comeuppance. But as you can see, man, Sean Payton is a much better football coach than people give him credit for. You know what I'm saying? It's not about players all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's all about scheme. So they kind of hurt themselves when it comes to that. I'm gonna go ahead and start reading the chat. Thank you all for being a part of the show. I'm gonna start with a Casey. Casey says, "I don't care what anybody says. You can tell Taysom Hill been learning under Drew Brees. He's making Brees type throws, 18 and 23 with 233 yards. Come on, man!" And then he had a touchdown pass that would have won 31-9. Haters give the man credit. Hill is closest you're going to get to Breeze right now, in my opinion. The defense had 8 sacks and 2 interceptions and on Matt crying. Yeah, absolutely, man. I just think that, you got to get a guy's credit. I feel like Taysom Hill, if you think about it, man, if they didn't call back their 57-yard touchdown and Michael Thomas then dropped that 21, 22-yard pass that probably would have turned into about a 30-yard game because he still had room to run, we probably would have been looking at, I don't know, we probably would have been looking at probably 330 yards, touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, so 3 total touchdowns by Taysom Hill. So I think he did okay, man, all things considered. I mean, he wasn't going to come out there. I'm pretty sure, man. I mean, he was nervous. I mean, his first start, getting that opportunity, you seen a couple passes. It seemed like he came out there not trying to make mistakes. The only criticism you probably can have about Taysom Hill is, the ball security. I mean, he's fumbled the ball 6 times this year. Fumbling the ball 6 times is a no bueno. You know what I'm saying? But if he can get it together with the ball security, I think he'll be just fine. He did a good job, man. How can anyone not be excited about what they saw today? Who that nation going to run the board? Well, look, we taking it one game at a time. I understand everybody being excited about this game. I understand that people are happy about this game, but look, man, let's just pump the brakes a tad bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's pump the brakes on talking about running the table. Let's take it one game at a time. Teams going to have game film now on Taysom Hill and how to actually play him. So we might be able to, 2 things could possibly happen. You know what I'm saying? Teams can actually try to see how they can neutralize him, or Taysom Hill can take that extra step. So, I mean, I think that he did a good job, though, man. This isn't the time nor place. If you want to nitpick about some of the things that he did, on some of those underthrown passes and stuff like that. Look, I'm not concerned about the underthrown passes. People will say, "Oh man, he underthrew the pass and Emmanuel Sanders made a better play." I would tell everybody to go and take a look at the Super Bowl. Okay, look at the Super Bowl when the Kansas City Chiefs took on the San Francisco 49ers. Patrick Mahomes was under duress. He threw almost like a, like a fair catch to Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill ran back to the football to get the first down during desperation time. So every time, that's what the reason why you got receivers out there on the field, for them to make plays. Okay, Emmanuel Sanders went out there, that 57-yard touchdown that was called back. I mean, that was a great play on his behalf. Him running back to the football, getting underneath the football was a good catch as well. That's why the wide receivers make the big bucks. That's the reason why these guys go out there and they ball out. You know what I'm saying? So My goodness, man. Aaron Rodgers just threw a Aaron Rodgers threw a bomb down there downfield, man. Oh man, but anyway, that's an exciting game. This Indianapolis Colts versus Green Bay Packers game. I'm watching it right now. Who that baby? Let's get it. We about to sweep the NFC South. We got two more in the division. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. But like I said, I'm reserving my judgment to all. We play all the games, and I'm just taking it 1 week at a time. No doubt about that. All right, I'm opening up the line right now. If you want to chime in, feel free to do so. This is gonna be, this is interesting, man. Interesting stuff right here, man. Watching the Green Bay Packers game, I'm saying, seeing if they can actually, get the job done. You know what I'm saying? The Indianapolis Colts, see if they can get the job done. My son just walked into the room, and my wife just came and got him, so he's not too happy about that. All right, we gonna go to Quinn, man. Quinn, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. What's going on, Quinn? How you doing, man?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like how we played today, man. We've been doing good, man. Like I told you last time, man. Our defense is gonna be the one that makes a difference. It's not even the offense. We so focused on the offense, we don't even realize what we got on defense.
Right.
Especially we got Alexander, bro. It's like ever since he got on there, it seemed even better once he got there.
Right.
It seemed like we on a whole nother level right now. Jenkins stepped up.
Right.
Patrick was doing his thing. I don't know, man. I think we on the right track. I think the best part about Drew Brees' injury is that the games that we do have him out for is not them games that we expect us to lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a breeze, right? You feel me? Like it's a breeze. So it's like we good. Like I feel like we like you just read, bro. We about to be like we're gonna be ahead of the NFC, of course. Once again, the South, we're gonna be over there, but. Don't even worry about the game you watching right now, bro. I had to start learning and stop paying attention to the Packers. I mean, to like teams that beat us to try to get point. That's how we start messing up. We worrying about everybody else. Let us just do it because they gonna have their time. They gonna get their chance. You know.
I'm not like. Look, the Saints had opportunity to beat Green Bay. They didn't.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying, if whatever happens at the end, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna happen. But it's still intriguing, you know what I'm saying, for the fact that, you're still going to be watching Green Bay and seeing what they're doing, even though they see like they driving downfield. Aaron Rodgers just spiked the ball. But, it's going to be, like I said, I'm just happy that the Saints won today. You can control only what you can control. And, we'll see where they at the end. And, I'm not even too concerned. Yeah. And I'm not even too concerned about the playoff this year, about having to travel on the road, because the way COVID is set up this year, it's not like it's just a straight up home field advantage. You ain't got to worry about crowd noise and disruptions. If you go out there and you play your game, you'll be successful. But I appreciate the call, Quinn. You take it easy, man.
You too.
All right, man. We're gonna move on to Marcy. Marcy, what's going on?
What's up, TJ?
Hey, what's going on, man?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Oh, the defense looks phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Right.
I can't stress it enough how stressed we was early in the season about what the defense gonna do. Do we need to make changes with Marcus Williams? It's like everybody's stepping up. Like, I don't know what it is about Dylan Allen defense, but around this time of the year, the defense starts stepping up and coming into themselves.
Right.
And Jack Rabbit, he played phenomenal. And when I got to
man, that was his best game in a Saints uniform, bar none, man. That was his best game as far as coverage is concerned. Everybody just stepped up, man. That's the role. That's the recipe for a good team. You know what I'm saying? That's the recipe for a good team. Can you rise to the occasion, during adversity? You know what I'm saying? The fact that you don't have your Hall of Fame quarterback, you don't have him, out there. You don't have him out there, to kind of correct your mistakes. These guys answered the call, man. You know what I'm saying? The secondary did a real good job. Patrick Robinson did a really good job. What I'm saying? Like, you can't really complain. Now, and this was even before Julio went out. These guys did a really good job, man. And I just think that good
job on Julio.
Yeah. And then I also feel like the addition of Quan Alexander is helping tremendously.
He brings a lot more swagger than already what they got.
Right. And he good in pass coverage. Let's not forget that, man. But all in all, great victory, man. No doubt about that.
And with one more thing, with Michael, some reason Michael Thomas came back into himself this week.
Right.
He played phenomenal too. And I like Taysom Hill. It make the offense more explosive.
Right. Yeah, no doubt about it, man. I mean, you're looking at the way that he's throwing the ball. I mean, he's throwing the ball. He's giving the wide receivers an opportunity to make plays. You know what I'm saying? Like normally, with Drew Brees, he'll take what the defense give him. He's not really going to give the wide receivers the opportunity to go out there and make plays. Like that pass that takes him through to Emmanuel Sanders, that's not happening with Drew. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
We come out playoffs, desperation time, Super Bowl on the line or something like that. But Taysom is giving these guys an opportunity to make plays, man, and step up. But Marcy, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I take it easy, man. We're gonna move on to Keen Arthur, man. What's going on?
Man, what's going with you, boy?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I wasn't first tonight, so whoever was before me, I'm coming for y'all. Yeah. But anyway, hey, bro, if our defense play like that on a regular basis, nobody's beating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zach had that boy on smash. I could say this, TJ, that fucking I'm sorry, that pass that Kelvin really caught in the beginning, it was a fluke.
Right.
Good catch by him, but it was a fluke because ever since that play, Jackrabbit had him clamped up for the most part.
Right.
Matt Ryan, he's the best garbage time quarterback in history.
Right.
Like like them boys had -4 yards at after the third quarter.
Exactly.
For the whole
exactly.
If that defense play like that,
the defense played really well today. But I just feel like the Atlanta Falcons kind of underestimated the Saints. It's like they just looked at old Saints footage and was like, okay, we're gonna throw the ball deep. But the thing about it is, man, like I think people need to understand, you know what I'm saying? Dennis Allen has basically like stripped this defense down and made it as simplistic as he possibly can. Like this is not the same defense we seen early in the season with exotic blitzes and all that kind of stuff, man. This is more like, okay, you play this side of the field right here, do your job, and we should be fine. And you see the front four getting pressure, on a quarterback. As long, as long as the secondary can hold down, those receivers for about 3 to 4 seconds, man, look, they coming. You know what I'm saying? So that's all they got to do, man, is go down there and just hold these guys for about 3 or 4 seconds. Because I mean, man, this was an awesome performance altogether by this front four, man. It was incredible.
Let me tell you who my unsung hero is in this game, TJ, on the defense.
Right.
At the second level, Quan Alexander.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, because I ain't never seen a linebacker since Luke Kuechly or Ray Lewis move that quickly in pass coverage in the slot.
Right.
The fact that he's able to do that means Demario Davis can play more free and he don't have to be all over the field.
Right.
He's going to make every play.
Right.
Them boys cutting up tonight.
Right.
Like, just because when you have competent people next to you, bro, it make your job so much easier.
Right.
Then on top of that, CGJ. I don't know what he be telling these receivers, bro. But every other play, I saw that boy chirping at somebody.
Right. Yeah, man. He definitely wanted to. He definitely getting the title as one of the best trash talkers in the league because. I mean, he had a gauge all about his game, man. But I mean, that's what he does. I do feel like it's only a matter of time before he actually gets exposed in pass coverage. That's my main concern right there. Like that pass that he broke up. I mean, he had his back turned. I mean, that was good recovery by him. But teams are going to try to find ways to try to put him on the island by himself. And I mean, that's the only thing about C.J. Gardner-Johnson. But he's not going to shortchange you on scrap and grit, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so
he's gonna give you everything he got. I can't say this about him. Today was his best game defensively in terms of pass coverage.
Right.
I think today was his best game.
Right.
But here's the thing, TJ. How do you feel about trail technique? Because I don't like it. I don't like that. Oh, if somebody get behind you, you looking for them for their eyes to go up, but you never turn your head around. Because if the eyes go up, you can be fooled. 2, if their eyes go up and the ball ain't there yet and you make contact with them, it's a penalty every time.
Yeah. Well, if you get beat, you know what I'm saying? If you get beat, man, you ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no choice but to try to do it like that. You know what I mean? It's about technique. Of course, you want to have your head turn around, but if a guy beats you in coverage, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing really you can do, you know what I'm saying? Besides try to make the best out of a situation. But I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, and I like the improvements that they made, man. But I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much, man. Call back anytime.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Gonna move on to D Higgs. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? You're on mute.
Hold on.
All right, I can hear you now.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man.
All right, man. First, I want to say defense played outstanding. You remember last time I came on the show and I said if they simplified the defense, they'll play a lot better, right?
Right.
So all I'm saying is basic cover 2 and Tampa 2 defense, and it's exactly what they did. They simplified the defense. Now the defense flying around, ain't got to think, and they lighten it up. That's what we've been asking for from the beginning of the season. We need this defense to step up, and for these last couple of weeks, they've been doing that.
Right.
And we're gonna need them to do it until Drew get back.
Yep.
Another thing, we need an APB out for Roddy White because he said we were gonna lose this game. He talked so much trash, and soon the Falcons lost. The Falcons got off the board to score 9 points.
Right. Well, I'm pretty sure like he thought, just like all the other Falcon fans out there, that they just feel like this team is just Drew Brees and everybody else. Look, if you don't follow the Saints, you don't understand that this team is. I mean, this team is much more than Drew Brees at this time. Now, if we talking 2012, 2013, then maybe you have a compelling argument here. But this team is capable enough to win without Drew Brees. And I'm me personally, man, I'm just glad that people had the spotlight was on this game because of Taysom Hill, because everybody was so intrigued at what Taysom Hill was going to do. A lot of eyes were on this game, and they saw the Saints defense, and they seen how legit this defense can possibly be, man. So I think that that was a wake-up call for a lot of people, and I'm looking at the national media when they have these hot takes. I'm looking at them doing a lot of backtracking and moonwalking tomorrow.
Yeah, because, that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Exactly.
And then we did all that without our starting number one corner. So you telling me the Falcons got Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley, and they got shut out by P.J. Williams and Janoris Jenkins.
Right.
Well, Patrick
Robinson was out there as the backup corner, which I mean, Patrick Robinson is a much better corner.
Leave it to Matt Ryan to have 2 number 1 receivers and can't move the ball. But that's another topic.
Man, excuse my bad, Higgins. There was a fumble on a play. Green Bay had the ball in overtime, and Indianapolis just recovered the fumble. So my bad, man. I know a lot of people want to know what's happening with that game, but Higgs, go ahead, man.
Man, it's just.
What do you think? But what do you think about Taysom Hill performing before you go? What do you think about Taysom Hill's performance?
I think he played. I'm thinking like, man, if he can do this for the next couple of weeks, it's really a conversation on if we need to move with him or if we need to move with Jameis, because we know what Jameis can do. We know Jameis can throw. He can light it up.
Right.
But that comes with a risk of turnovers. If Taysom can show he can do that without the turnovers, then it's a real question on if we should move with Taysom instead of him. But I love this performance, me personally, because it showed the offense what the offense could really be, the versatility of what the offense can really be. Like Drew Brees, he just gonna drop back and he gonna throw it into the zones and slice the defense apart. But with Taysom in the game, at any point you can take the top off of defense and it could be a touchdown.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing him against the Denver Broncos next week. I'm interested to see how the Saints are going to play Denver offensively, man. But D Higgs, thank you for the phone call, man. Call back anytime.
All right, thanks.
All right, and shouts out to D Higgs, man. We're gonna go that Who That for Life, Chris. What's going on, man?
What's good, big homie?
What's going on, man? Got that hat tilted, looking like Cassidy back in 03 up in the
And I'm
They got
teasing
that
right
kid look
now.
like Cassidy out here, man. Yeah, man. What you thought
You
about
know
the
what it
game,
is,
though?
black and gold till I'm dead and cold. You feel me?
Man. Yes, sir.
Man, we may have just sealed up the South with this one win.
Man,
May
you
have.
think? You think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
man. I think
Lord,
we.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a good
And
game,
like
man.
you said, like I said, I can already see the see the media backpedaling their butts off saying the Saints wasn't gonna be
Mm-hmm.
none without Drew Brees.
Right.
Honestly, if you actually know Saints ball, you knew Taysom was capable of this. But
Yeah.
I mean, don't watch our games. I mean, we happy we're going on the radar. Defense play. I heard that one another sack. Make Matt Ryan taste some more turf. You feel me?
Right. Right.
And the cornerbacks they playing better. Still a lot is scratches, but the run defense is better than gumbo. I want to say.
Yeah,
And offense, I mean, they stay in the league. And I saw you said in the halftime need to run the ball some more. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. And all working out. Honestly,
yeah.
shoot, man.
I said it, man. They need to use Latavius Murray in the second half, and they definitely did that. And he answered the bell. I mean, it's obvious, man, that Elvin Kamara was hurt. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to like limit his carries. I mean, if you going with a backup quarterback, you don't take the most, the biggest weapon that you have on the field off the field. You know what I'm saying? You basically amplify his carries and his touches because of it. You know what I'm saying? For him to compensate for Drew Brees not being there. The only logical explanation I have is that Alvin Kamara was a little bit more injured than they was putting on. So, yeah.
Honest to God, truth. They kind of taste him how he played. I'm like, couldn't play any better. All you had to do was manage the game. Really, don't force nothing. They had a couple of scratches, almost a forced pick and almost a forced fumble there and there, but they can pick that up. It's on the week one with them, so who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows the truth can tell.
I mean, you gotta have. I mean, you could tell he was nervous, man. I mean, you can pretty much understand that. You can understand that he was a tad bit nervous, him being his first start. As much as these guys be like, man, I don't pay attention to the media, man, knock it off. You hear people talking about you. You hearing about people saying they're anticipating, saying they're anticipating you starting and all that kind of stuff. So I think he was a little nervous, man, but he settled down in the second half and he made some good throws. But thank you so much, man. Thank you for the phone call,
one more thing, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
One more thing. I play us out with this.
All right, man gonna get me demonetized, man. We only can play about a tad bit a second of that, man. He gonna get me demonetized, but who the hell, Chris? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the phone call, man. We can't get demonetized, man. Jared, what's going on, man? All right, Blankenship, 31 yards field goal. It's up. And it's good. And the Indianapolis Colts knocked out the Green Bay Packers, which means that as of right
yes.
the New Orleans Saints are the number one seed.
Right on time, TJ.
Hey, man. There
right
it is.
On time.
There it is, man.
With the game-winning field goal.
Goggles strikes again, man. The pride of the University of Georgia right there, man. Shouts out to my boy Mike Wall.
Yes,
what a game. What a game.
Man, what a little dude. That fourth quarter, that last few minutes of the game, TJ Jones, my God.
Man,
no, boy, man, you had to get your medication. You had to get your heart, your pain meds for this one.
Hey, man, I was looking down. I'm watching it on my phone right now, and I'm trying to look at the screen, man. I'm trying to multitask, man. But hey, good job by the Indianapolis Colts, man. That is a tough football team. Shouts out to Frank Reich and all those people. I know I got some Philadelphia Eagles fans up in the chat. I know they come by. That's the reason why your team is no longer good, because Frank Reich is the head coach of the Colts.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So now with the Green Bay Packers lose to the Packers, now the New Orleans Saints, after beating the Atlanta Falcons, we control the 1 seed.
Exactly.
As of now.
Exactly.
Man, let me tell you something. Them Zebras, TJ, they gave me a heart attack.
Man,
especially,
are you talking which game we talking about here? We talking about okay, I'm about to say, because I'm looking at this Colts and Packers game. They definitely tried to keep the Packers in this game with them flags. I mean, but yeah, whatever,
man. Good thing you had to have your pain meds just in case if something like this happens. Lord have mercy. Right. But anyway, now that's out of the way. We got the 1 seed as of now. Thanks to the Colts.
Right.
TJ. What a game the Saints put on the Falcons on this day.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
What a game
Great game.
it was.
Great game.
Yes, sir. But that defense, they stepped up to the plate and had not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, but 8 sacks in this game.
Yep. 8 of them.
And you want to add 2 more, that would have been 10 right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yes. I mean, it was incredible. Like, that was a great performance right there. Like, Cam Jordan, I think if I'm not mistaken, he has sacked Matt Ryan more than any other quarterback has sacked, a defensive end has sacked a quarterback in their division in NFL history. So him going up against Matt Ryan, nobody has sacked a division opponent more than Cam Jordan has. So Cam Jordan is about to go to the Hall of Fame because of the Falcons. The Falcons are almost single-handedly sending Cam Jordan to the Hall of Fame. So that's incredible, man. It seems like when he see the Falcons on the marquee, like he just rises to the occasion. I mean, that was a get-right game for him. I think he went from what he had about three sacks coming into the game. Now he got 6.5.
Like
so so I mean, look, everybody was eating in this game, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like Oprah Winfrey up in this thing. You get a sack. You get a sack. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
you get a sack. You get a sack. Everybody get a sack.
Exactly. And, that was incredible, man.
Not only that, but that secondary stepped up, TJ.
Yeah, they did. I was happy with what I saw.
No. You still there?
Yeah, man. Your reception going out. Hello? Oh man, we done lost Jerry Poole. I mean, I hope we didn't lost him, or he, you know what I'm saying? He was like, no. I hope ain't nothing serious going on. Bootsy Bottom, baby, what's going on?
What's up, TJ?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Shit, coolin', man.
Yeah, what's up, man? What you thought about the game today?
Shit, man. Personally, I think that we're gonna be good. Everybody was talking about Taysom this, Taysom that. You know, tomorrow, you know, the news people or you know the media, they're gonna be hollering about, oh well, we thought they couldn't win without Breeze because then they already talk about since Breeze got hurt. The Tampa already talking about, oh yeah, well we're gonna win the division now. That's all they care about.
Man, they was crying on Twitter. Man. Oh my goodness, them boys was weeping, man. The Saints, they get more calls than it. I'm like, are you serious? They was like, the Saints never get called for pass interference. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, the Saints are the most penalized team when it comes to pass interference and holding calls. That's when you start hearing people talk like that, and their argument is not logical. That's when you know teams are just upset that your team getting the advantage over theirs because they want the Saints to lose so bad because that jumps Tampa right back into the division. So, I mean, but hey, y'all just gonna have to wait the next week and maybe something to happen. But you know, don't be blaming the referees and don't be trying to blame the NFL and talk about how Breeze gets special treatment because he does not. You know, that don't even make sense. But they was crying. Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans were crying all over Twitter.
And Atlanta too, man. They just a sad organization. No matter if they lose or they win, they feel like anything that's dealing with the Saints, they trying to downgrade it. But they franchise suck, man. That's all that is.
And you know, that's the reason why I don't have respect for them, man. This is the reason why, man, because they talk so much noise when they going up against the Saints. And then when they lose, like they just completely get off Twitter, get off social media, they're nowhere to be found. It's almost like on Friday, right? When Smokey see Debo, he was like, you know, when he show up, I'll be quiet. I mean, when he leave, I'll be talking again. You know what I'm saying? That's what they be doing, man. They like to chirp. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they ain't talking about nothing at all, man. Like, seriously, they are the most fickle fan base I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really call Tampa like a fan base that put together with spit and glue. Okay, they just grandstanders. They see Tom Brady, they get excited. And then you got the Tom Brady loyalists coming over from New England. I don't even count them. But Atlanta, I'm telling you, man, like, have that same energy, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you're going to talk noise, have that same energy in the midst of defeat. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, man. I mean, that's what I got. But what you thought about Taysom Hill today, man?
Man, he gonna be good, man. People just want to see Jameis, but I really wanted to see Taysom to see what he did because he been in the system, you know what I'm saying, a little bit longer than Jameis. So
right.
I felt like he was gonna he got the job done. I'm proud of him, man.
Right, me too, man. I'm definitely proud of him, and I just think that he might play a little bit better next week. I think he's gonna be playing a lot better next week now that he got one game under his belt, and I just think that his confidence level is probably going to go up. So. I'm looking forward to it. But thank you so much for the phone call, man. I appreciate
it. Hey, TJ, one more thing.
Yeah, what's that, man?
When Cam Jordan play against Matt Ryan, man, I know he just might well just hang his jersey up inside his locker and just have nightmares, man. That boy be too Lord.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I would think that they would actually be pretty close, man. Cam Jordan was talking about how him and Matt Ryan don't even really talk. And he was like, he thought that was kind of weird because when Cam Newton was in the division, him and Cam Jordan and Cam Newton had like a little friendly rivalry, but he said he don't really have a relationship with Matt Ryan like that. And it was funny, man, because when he got his first sack, they kind of stayed down on the ground a little bit longer, and you can see Cam Jordan talking to him. And knowing Cam Jordan's personality, I'm pretty sure he was like, hey, man, how you doing? I'll be back or something. Like, it's going to be something funny or witty or something, but yeah, I mean, but he was like talking to him or whatever like that. You can see like Matt Ryan kind of getting up smiling or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you can tell like, there's this competition level, but, you can tell Matt Ryan definitely respects Cam Jordan and vice versa, man. But thank you so much.
TJ, game ball, I think Janoris Jenkins, man, that's a lockdown corner, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just so much, man. I mean, you can't just give it to one person on the defense. I think it was a collective effort, man. I mean, Cam Jordan had 3 sacks. David Onyemata had 2. Trey Hendrickson had 2. Demario Davis had 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, everybody was thinking about that, man.
You got to think about this too, TJ. If the corners doing their job back there, the front end, they going to automatically get sacked. So the coverage had to be good today. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I'm looking at it from that standpoint, but also, man, I mean, it's hard for me. Sacks are so hard to come by, man. They just made it look easy today. It's hard to get sacks. So, I mean, look, the whole defense as a whole, I mean, they complimented each other today, and I'm glad. So, hopefully they can keep that momentum going, man. Appreciate the call.
Already. Thanks, TJ.
Take it easy, man. We're going to move on to the Truth Hurts. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, TJ? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. I'm excited about the game, man. The Colts got the job done against the Packers. So what do you thought about the game today?
Yeah, I felt really good. I knew we would win this game. I'm glad Coach Payton decided to go and Taysom Hill because honestly, I think, and this is nothing against the brother Winston, but I do think while Breeze is out, I do think Taysom has the best chance to give us to win because he's been in the system, longer than Winston just got there this year. And I thought Taysom Hill, I didn't see the game because, I'm down here in Las Vegas. They had on the slouchy Eagles and Browns. So I was, making breakfast and watching the game on Red Zone, and they kept showing it. But the plays that I saw in the statistics, I mean, it looked like Taysom did pretty well, and he's only going to get better, until we get our boy Breeze back. I think he's going to get better. He looked like a mobile quarterback out there, rolling out. I saw him roll out a couple of times, make some passes, and I don't know what the hell gotten into Michael Thomas, but he was balling today. Like he was he was balling out. I mean, he looked like the Michael Thomas of last year and the year before that. He was balling out. And that one play,
he get healthier every week, man.
and see that's what. I'm listening to all these haters, from social media, the critics and all that. It's like I just want to tell the Who That Nation. I mean, just ignore these people a lot. Right. Because honestly, a lot of these people don't even know nothing about football. Like they talking points. Honestly, if I get them face to face, I can trash all that stuff. Matter of fact, throw that stuff in the sword with Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and no disrespect to Ninja Turtle and Michelangelo, because I love those guys when I was a kid. And I even still watch the movies now, but a lot of they talking points don't even make, especially the critics. A lot of they talking points don't even make sense. I'm like, okay, the Saints, we've been battling injuries all year, and we still find a way week after week after week to win football games. I mean, the defense is just amazing right now. And I mean, I know the Who That Nation probably remember me saying that, our secondary was like Thursday night trash, earlier in the year. Right. But, I actually kind of feel stupid right now, saying that, because the defense, they've been improving.
I wouldn't feel bad, and I'll tell you why, because they changed up the defense. They simplified it. Like, they stripped this defense down to the bone. Go back and look at some of them games and how these guys were playing like all these exotic plays. All these exotic defenses. This defense is so simplistic right now. You know what I'm saying? And they changed it. They had to change this defense in order for them to excel. So
exactly,
it's not the same. This is not the same defense. This is not the same defense this was, early in the season. So.
Yeah, because if these Saints keep doing what they've been doing, I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, we gonna be hard to beat. I don't care where we go. I don't care if it's in New Orleans. I don't care if it's in Green Bay. I mean, shouts out to the Colts because they knocked them off today, and I thought, the refs are trying to cheat them back, trying to give them that game because maybe I don't know if they know who that won today, so they trying to keep Green Bay number one, but. I mean, regardless of who we play or where we go, if the defense keep doing what it's doing and the offense is just stay on point, I mean, we're going to be hard to beat. I don't care who we play. I don't care if it's Kansas City. I don't care if it's Pittsburgh. I don't care if it's Tennessee. I don't care. Like, we can beat anybody. The way we're playing now, and all we got to do is just keep the turnovers down. I mean, we can play with anybody, and I damn sure know we can beat anybody. It don't even matter to me, bro.
Right. I mean, it don't matter. It don't matter to me either, man. I just think that this defense, no matter who we play, as long as they playing this way, I think we gonna beat it at the end, man. And my thing is just being consistent, man. Like, I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. I've seen this before. You know what I'm saying? I've seen this in the absence of Drew Brees last season when this defense went on a tear, and then when he came back, it seemed like they forgot how to play defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want this to be consistent. That's why, I'm liking what I'm seeing, but I'm not jumping out the window yet, man. I mean, don't nobody make you feel as good as the Saints can, and can't nobody make you feel as bad as the Saints can. So I'm reserving my judgment to it's all said and done, man. But I appreciate the phone call.
All right, you take care. Have a good night. Who that?
All right, who that, man? Take it easy. All right, man. I'm gonna go on to Chosen. Chosen, what's going on, man?
Oh, what's good, brother? What's good,
man? What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Man, I'm chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? In here in Baton Rouge, man, celebrating this win. And I want all the smoke. I was cool, bro. I done cussed out about 41 people on Twitter today, and that ain't even my style. But I'm gonna tell you why, TJ, because the moment they did that, bro, that first sack that Taysom got, you know what I was seeing? I seen enough. Put James in.
Huh?
Bro, right.
Oh, nah. I'm about to I advise everybody, you know what I'm saying, that went on social media and that was talking noise, because I'm about to go down this timeline. I ain't gonna call your name out, but I'm definitely about to read your post on what some of y'all said about Taysom Hill in this game. Okay, I'm talking about in real time. But go ahead, Chosen. I'm looking at it right now. I'm listening, but I'm looking at some of these tweets that I'm gonna call
bro. They were talking, and our fans too was talking greasy. Man, I mean, the loyalty was nowhere. I mean, everybody just assumed that it was gonna be bad. Get a man a chance. I didn't care if he stunk it up. I didn't care if he did good. But you can't crucify, man. You gotta let him tell the side of the story, man. Like America, every man has a right to a fair trial. Let this man have his trial, and the verdict, not guilty. You know what I'm saying? The man did his thing. At least for this crime, he's not guilty. Archangel, where you at? I'm on your head. That Ryan dude, that bald head son of a gun, where he at? Because they talk grease here all week. TJ, I cannot find them. Roddy White.
Nah, you ain't gonna find them. You ain't gonna find them.
Maybe next week if something a week after next if something happen. I doubt it. But bruh, and another thing, man, if Sean Payton not in the conversation for coach of the year,
that's what I'm saying.
I swear, man, Sean Payton been coming through with Les. We've been doing good with Les. We've been battling injuries. And we've been battling injuries against some tough teams early on. We know Atlanta record is bad, but they play us hard. You might as well say they just over the top team when it comes to playing the Saints. You can't tell me they weren't trying their hardest today. You couldn't tell me that they was not trying.
They wanted that win.
They
were chirping before the game. They was like they got in a little, a little back and forth exchange before the game even started. You know what I'm saying? They wanted all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? All of it.
Yes, sir. We wanted all the smoke, because that's what make the division rivalry. But like you say, if we would have lost, I'm a man. I stand up. I eat my crow. I'll take it well done with a Caesar salad with extra dressing and croutons, please, and the water with lemon. But but give me that same respect, though. Give me that same respect. Y'all lost. Now, if they'd have been here talking trash, I would have respected that. But don't come in the chat. I would chat. You infiltrate our chat.
Man.
You ain't bring no housewarming gift. You ain't bring that. They just like on fans for Thanksgiving that you come through and eat, and they bring Billy Joe and May and everybody at the party like, who is this? Who is this? It's bad enough we let one of y'all in. Now y'all won't bring your friends in. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But I ain't really got too much bad to say. We're gonna clean up. We need to clean up. Keep, like you say, I don't want to jump off just I'm happy, I'm excited, but I want to see some more, man. I want to see this for the rest of the even rest of the regular. I want to see this for the rest of the year, man. I want to see this defense play like that. Even when Drew come back, because I know we get complacency when Drew come back. Oh man, we got Drew. No,
nah,
defense ain't anything, bro. No matter who behind that, I don't care, man. If Michelle and Barack Obama is quarterback, man, you have to protect. You have to protect, man. You have to keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm glad we hit this stride right now. We ain't peaked too early. I'm glad we finally getting it, because right now it's crazy with the seeding, man. All the games tied. It's close. We don't know who gonna win what, and it's a new playoff seeding. So I just feel like, man, we just gotta keep doing what we doing. Ignore the noise. Don't worry about next week. Right. Don't worry about that record. Don't, man, stay focused. Do what y'all do. Play for each other. We know we got. We know the media gonna criticize us tomorrow. We gonna hear they beat a Julio Jones-less Matt Ryan team as if he was doing something when he was there in the game. Right. As if. Julio, last time I checked, Julio Jones don't play defense. So what you gonna say now? We still put up 20, 24 on you. You know what I'm saying? And somebody told me that the Falcons put up points. That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard all week. Oh, Matt Ryan gonna put up points. That's what I was told.
Yep.
But like T.I., but where they at though?
Nowhere to be found, man.
Nowhere. But that's all I got, man. I appreciate you, man. I took up some of your time, man. Shout out to Jerry Poy and all the OGs, the CD Deuces in the chat. I'm one of them. I'm starting to get reckless now. I'm starting. They talk reckless. They got me out of character today, man. So
man, it's all good, man. We appreciate the chime in, Joseph. Man, you already know, man. Feel free to call back anytime, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take it easy. All right, man. Shout out to Chosen, man. Talking mad greasy on the line. Thank you very much, D Money, for the $1.99. No, I'm sorry, not D Money. Coach Tab. Thank you very much. But look, I'm about to take this opportunity right quick. You know what I'm saying, to acknowledge some of these people. That was talking mad greasy. Yes, I do keep the receipts. I won't be as petty than to call your name out. because, I don't want to do that, but I will give you your credit. You know what I'm saying? I will give you your credit for saying such reckless rhetoric, if you will. Okay. Let's see. Let me scroll up a tad bit. One person says, stupid idea by Sean Payton. Taysom is not that guy. We are going to lose against the Falcons on Sunday. Okay. Get in where you fit in. All right. That's what's one person. Another person says, good luck playing the Falcons. They are going to lose. Okay. That's another person. Another person says, bad news. What's the point of a backup quarterback then? Hill isn't a quarterback. Okay. So that's somebody else. I suggest you check the depth chart. Hill has been listed as our number 2 quarterback the entire season. That's Marvin defending that. Another person says, man, what is Sean Payton doing? That is a crazy decision. We are trying to stay ahead of Tampa. All right. Another person says, I know Jameis turns over the ball quite a bit, but he is a better quarterback than Taysom Hill. Taysom is not a quarterback. Another person, Taysom is not a starting quarterback. Did you see the game in preseason when he turned the ball over 5 times? That is the type of stuff that I'm seeing courtesy on the State of the Saints podcast Facebook page, okay? So I ain't going to call your name out. I didn't call your name out, but I just want to let you know this is the reason why I have been telling people to reserve their judgment till you actually see what's going on. That is the craziest thing in the world, for you to prejudge something before you actually see it in action. All right. If Taysom Hill would have came out here in real time and he would have been, and he would have been stinking it up, then if people want to be like, man, we need to go in a different direction. But all these people out here, man, I seen it, man. I seen it. The first series, he gets sacked. Man, he ain't ready. He ain't ready. I told y'all he ain't good. I told y'all. I'm like, one series? Like, one series? Are you serious? But that's how Saints fans are, man. Once again, man, we got to reserve our judgment, okay? We all been there. I understand the emotional investment that you have in this team. I understand that we want the Saints to win. I understand the nervousness that we have when we don't see Drew Brees back there, because Drew Brees gives us an opportunity to just kind of breathe heavy and breathe easy, because if the Saints are up by like 3 touchdowns, then, you know what I'm saying, they down by 3 touchdowns. We know Drew Brees could come in and basically, erase that 3 touchdown deficit like that. But I trust Sean Payton. I trust the coaching staff. Give these guys an opportunity. Give these guys an opportunity to go out there and execute. And Michael Thomas did look a lot better. I think that Taysom Hill, to me, I said it earlier, I feel like Taysom Hill is going to put guys in positions to make plays, okay? They can, you know what I'm saying? It's not like when Drew Brees, if you're not open, he ain't going to even try to throw the ball your way, okay? He's not going to try to see if you can go out there and stretch and make some of these athletic catches like I seen CeeDee Lamb make and Adam Thielen make. He ain't going to do that, okay? If you're open, he's going to throw you the football. Taysom Hill, on the other hand, Taysom Hill, he throws the ball down the field. He gives Emmanuel Sanders a chance to make a play twice. You know what I'm saying? He gives Michael Thomas a chance to go up and catch a pass. So it's going to be very interesting, man. And you can tell, like, late in the game, the Atlanta Falcons just did not know what to do with Taysom Hill, because I'm pretty sure they expected him to just run RPOs and look at, look at old BYU tapes and be like, okay, this is the type of quarterback we're going to see. Give credit to Taysom Hill, standing strong in the pocket, waiting, reading through his progressions, and making those decisions down the field. Taysom Hill, he does have to work on his deep ball, no doubt about that. But one thing I can say, throwing that ball down the seam, Taysom Hill does a really good job, man. He was throwing some dimes out there. You know what I'm saying? He threw a couple of dimes that I seen. I was really impressed at what I seen. Some of the passes, I feel like he get a little bit too excited. When you see a guy open, you know what I'm saying, he throws a little high fastball, and it's kind of different. I feel like with Drew Brees doesn't have that real strong arm. You know what I'm saying? Drew Brees just kind of, lost it out there, almost like, like catching a little pillow or something like that. No disrespect to Drew, but that's just the way that he is, man. He's pinpoint accurate, man. He can throw that ball where it needs to be. But and also, man, you know, with Taysom Hill making decisions to be able to scramble. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 touchdowns that he made were really good. You know, so I mean, there's tape out there now. You know, week 1 of Taysom Hill experience has been it was a good one. But now teams are going to see how they can actually challenge Taysom Hill because now there's film on him. But I have to say, look, I trust Sean Payton. Okay, anybody that don't trust Sean Payton, you know, after what you've seen from Teddy Bridgewater and after what you've seen today, this is a completely different offense that the Saints are running right now. Completely different. And the fact that he can actually change an offense like this mid-season to be able to accommodate for Taysom Hill's ability to scramble is just absolutely incredible, man. And everything that Sean Payton does is strategic. You don't believe me? Check this out, right? Okay. So the Saints played the Atlanta Falcons today. Taysom Hill, you know, was the starting quarterback. They used, you know what I'm saying, they waited to the end of the week in order to name Taysom Hill the starting quarterback to have the Atlanta Falcons confused, okay, having them up at night. They didn't know how to go after this game. They didn't know if they need to focus on Jameis or they need to focus on Taysom. They caught him off guard. Then what the Saints end up doing, they end up putting Drew Brees on IR, and they bring in Trevor Siemian. For all those that don't know, Trevor Siemian was the quarterback for what team? That's right, the Denver Broncos. He was the quarterback for the Denver Broncos, which means that the New Orleans Saints now have a leg up because who do they play next week? That's right, the Denver Broncos. So Trevor Siemian, even though I feel like he probably don't know everything that Vic Fangio and crew are going to do, he understands the defensive tendencies of the Denver Broncos and trust and believe that Sean Payton is going to bring Trevor Siemian in and ask him about certain things that he's seen. And when they're looking at Denver Broncos film, trust and believe Trevor Siemian is going to be having, you know, be giving, you know, Sean Payton a little bit of information that he knows. I mean, so any little information that he can give, you know, I mean, it's still a leg up on the competition. So Trevor Siemian, I mean, I don't expect for him to play. I don't expect for him to, you know, be out there at all. But I will say this. I feel like by adding Trevor Siemian, this isn't over, man. We're gonna see Jameis Winston. Like, we're gonna see Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston is not going to stand on the sidelines throughout this entire time. Because I feel like if he was, then why even put Drew Brees on IR? That wouldn't make much sense. Why would you bring in another quarterback? Because I feel like Sean Payton has a plan, and the plan involves Jameis Winston. Because if it didn't, then like I said, you would have ran with the 2 quarterback set, just like they did when Drew Brees was hurt, you know, last season. They ran with Teddy Bridgewater and they ran with Taysom Hill, and they didn't go out here and get a additional quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go out here and activate JT Barrett off practice squad. They just ran with 2 quarterbacks. So I think that he's going to use Jameis and he's going to use Taysom in a variety of ways. And he even said it on ESPN Countdown. He says he knows that both quarterbacks are going to be beneficial and, you know what I'm saying, going to be important to us down the stretch. So why wouldn't he just say, well, Taysom is going to be important to us down the stretch? So I think he's going to be using both quarterbacks, in my honest opinion. Donald D, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
All right, how you doing, man?
It's been a while.
How you been?
I'm good, man. This is good Sunday. This is good Sunday.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah,
it was good football. It's a good weekend, but it was a good team win. I like it. It was good.
Yeah.
You know what? A win is a win, but you know what? All this is nothing but tape for Peyton, and even a better game plan.
Yep.
But then I'm gonna talk about that now. No. And I wonder what the media are gonna say Monday. I wonder.
Oh, a lot of backtracking, moonwalking.
I already know, man. Because you see me personally, I don't even look at ESPN no more. I already know how he is now.
Clowns,
I figured, man. I don't want to mess with them now.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about football.
Right. I mean, clowns, man. Straight up, like, look.
Crap,
I just feel like this, Donald. I feel like this, man. I feel like a person, I understand the entertainment aspect of television, right? I understand it. I understand like you want to have these takes, you want to keep it entertaining. You know what I'm saying? You like, but when I watch ESPN, all I see is a bunch of guys that want to be Stephen A. Smith. Like you look at like respect, you know what I'm saying? Respect to Marcus Spears, respect to my guy Ryan Clark, but all I see is just a bunch of carbon. All I see is a bunch of carbon copy of people that try to be like Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith drinking coffee and stuff like that on and stirring cups. I'm seeing them doing the same thing. Stephen A. Smith loud and using little words like damn and hell. Not everybody doing it. You know, like I just feel like it ain't authentic to me. You know, like I just feel like if you're not going to be authentic, why are you on television? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you up here trying to shortchange people and make people, like, come on, man. I understand you trying to get a check.
Now give me the guys that won Super Bowls, that played in the NFL and did a good job in it. Don't give me the Browns. Don't give me the Dan Orlovsky's. Dan Orlovsky, another one. We don't even got to talk about him. And don't get me started with Fox Sports. They even worse.
Right. I don't know, man. It's terrible. It's terrible, though. You know, I just feel like I understand the entertainment aspect, but look,
that's what it is, bro.
It's not trying to be like this. Be yourself. You know, be yourself. Don't try to be like nobody else because it's only a matter of time before you get figured out. You know, like don't try to be like anybody else, man. Don't try to live up to other people's expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like set your own expectations for yourself.
Yeah, man. Like don't get me started with Nick Wrong. Nick Wrong is even. Oh God, don't even get me started with that guy. Terrible, horrible,
man.
Dude, man, clowns.
Absolutely terrible, man. But what you thought about Taysom Hill's performance today?
Oh, it was good.
Yeah,
it was good, man. It was good. I like it. He came up. Hey, look, it wasn't perfect, but it was supposed to be. First game, I wasn't expecting perfect. You know what? He only turned the ball one time. That was a fumble, which you had to get that corrected. But at the same time, he did good. He did good.
Yeah.
Like they gave him the touchdown that he threw. I mean, like it was like, how is that holding? That's all I want to know.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I mean, to their credit, it was holding, but at the same time, like you can call holding on every play. And I've seen like quarterbacks stand strong in the pocket, guys getting close, and they throw the ball down the field. And like I said, 31 other teams. I guarantee you, 31 other teams would have got that touchdown, and nobody would have said a thing. But it's just the Saints. Like at this point, it's a
it's a conspiracy against our football team. Like when we win, it's bad for the NFL because they can't shit about us. That's bad, man. Like if you do that, what's the point of us having a football team down here? You're just gonna shit on us.
Right. That's the truth, man. But it is what it is, man. But Donald, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much for
chatting. I'm gonna give a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to Janoris Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
Great game. I met the guy, a cool guy.
Yeah.
Outstanding. I give a shout out to the Demario Davis, unbelievable performance. Shout out to the whole defense. Outstanding performance.
Yeah.
But thank you, though. But thank you. Have a good night, man.
All right, you too, Donald, man. Take it easy. Yeah, man. You know, I just feel like as a person that works in broadcasting, me doing radio every single day, and also doing the State of the Saints podcast, anybody that's new to the State of the Saints podcast, I tell you, if I'm not up to actually doing a show and not going to give you 100%, I'm not going to do it. I don't look at, respect to every other podcast out there, that cover the New Orleans Saints, but I don't try to be like anybody but me. Now, seriously, I don't try to be like anybody else. I don't try to copy nobody's format. I don't try to do anything that tries to make me seem disingenuous, okay? Because you got to live that lie every single day. Every time you get behind the mic, every time you get in front of a camera. That's why it's very important for you to be yourself. And I just feel like every single person out there, and you know what I'm saying, in the national media, they're trying to be something that they're not. They're trying to be somebody different. Okay, everybody trying to get the hot take. Everybody trying to be a star. Everybody trying to stand out. And I understand that the Nielsen ratings come out every quarter, and you trying to keep a job, and you trying to keep food on your family's table and clothes on their back. But not at the expense of being disingenuous. And you are so like you are so bought into your own character that you're not even willing to admit when you're wrong. Like it's ridiculous. Like, are we that serious? Are we so real are we so real? And we so, you know what I'm saying? Like we so into our own thing that we can't even say, you know what? I was wrong. I backtrack this. Man, shouts out to my guy Brandon, right? You know what I'm saying? He said it. He said, man, I remember around week 3, he said you was talking about Dennis Allen being fired. And I'm saying, and my response to him was, well, you can't be right all the time, right? You can't be right all the time. You're not going to be right. There are going to be things that I say based on my opinion, and I'm going to be terribly wrong about it. And I'm not going to hide from it. You know what I'm saying? Like people say, you know, they'll hold me accountable and say, man, you said this, you know, yeah, and be like, you know, and they'll say stuff like, man, you wishy-washy, or I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like this is how I feel. If you don't contradict yourself, then that means you're not growing. If you don't contradict yourself one time or another throughout life, then you're not growing. Okay? I'm pretty sure. I'll give you an example. Some of the things you probably did for some of my older viewers, some of the things you did at 21, you wouldn't do at the age of 35, 36 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the decisions that you make, you go back, you basically contradicted your whole entire personality, right? But you didn't do it because you fake. You did it because you grew past that. You know, like if you're not going to contradict yourself one time or another, like I just feel like you ain't growing. So look, I embrace it. If I'm wrong about something, you know, tell me that I'm wrong. I don't feel like that makes me any less of a host of a show or a person that gives a take on the show. Like I don't run from that, and I don't feel like they should either. You know, like embrace it. You know, eat crow one week, then come back, be like, I was terribly wrong. I was a mistake. But when you start doubling down just because your ego is in a way, and people, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of people just telling you how wrong you are. You so, you know what I'm saying, like you just so full of yourself to a point now you want to backtrack. And then Mike Flores, you know, like, what did he say? What did he say? When people start to attack him and everybody picked Tap on Sunday Night Football, what did he say? What did he say? He said, well, okay, we'll say this now, but when y'all lose to the Atlanta Falcons, that's what he said, right? He said, when y'all lose to the Atlanta Falcons, then we'll see if y'all talking. Well, what did the Saints do today? They beat the heck out of the Atlanta Falcons. So instead of you just saying, you know what, I was wrong, you know what I'm saying, we give our take and sometimes you can't get it right. All of a sudden now you just, you know, like now your ego is playing, you know what I'm saying, in a way. Now you're willing to bet on the Saints losing to the Falcons, which now you look even worse. You could have easily ended the conversation by saying, well, the Saints must be much better than we thought they were. But instead, you just want to double down and start talking about the Falcons, and now you make yourself look even worse. Just be real, be genuine, be true. This is not only just for the national media. This is for people that are starting podcasts. This is for people that are trying to pursue podcasts. This is for people that are just trying to do anything in life. This is a life lesson for you. Be yourself. Okay, don't try to be anybody else. Don't be like, oh, I can do that too. No, be yourself. Be yourself. Be the best version of yourself. Don't try to be like anybody else because it just makes you look really ridiculous in the end. Overtime says, TJ, I don't always agree with you, but I applaud your authenticity, brother. You know, and that's fine. Overtime, look, I appreciate people that have a hot take, okay? When people have a difference of opinion than me, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? As long as no disrespect come of it. You know, like some, you know what I'm saying? Some people or just see you being happy. Some people will just see that you actually like what you're doing. They'll see people following, you know what I'm saying, the things that you're doing. They're appreciating your podcast. They're appreciating your existence in general. And then you have people on the sidelines that are just mad because they're wondering to themselves, well, what makes this person so special? What makes this person so great? Why everybody paying attention to this person? And all of a sudden, like, they're so like embedded with jealousy or envy, then they just try to you know what I'm saying? They just try to find every little chink in your armor, and then they try to, you know, take you down or say things about you to make you feel less about yourself. and that's why it's not important not to listen to people like that. Okay, not to listen to folk like that, because I get that all the time. I'm not trying to make it seem like somebody need to feel sorry for me or whatever, but I get that all the time. Like, people will come and say, "Well, you said this at week 1. Man, you contradicting yourself. You don't know what you're talking about." Well, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry. I apologize. Like, I can't be right all the time. I can't always say the right things, but I enjoy doing the show, and that's not going to stop. So, like I said, whether you're doing a podcast or you're doing anything in life, make sure that you're doing it to the best of your ability and being yourself. Being yourself. My 21-year-old self, thank you very much for the $2, says, I was way dumber than current me. Well, thank you very much, my 21-year-old self. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have made mistakes in their youth. They're much older and wiser as they got older. No doubt about that. Let's see. Jared says, I'm sorry, TJ. I don't know what the issue is. My internet or my phone is always something. Jared, it's all good, man. I apologize. I'm about to go ahead and wrap it up because y'all know, man, I got to go to work tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I'll when we do a show in the morning, feel free to call back again when we do the final thoughts edition of the State of the Saints podcast tomorrow morning. Let's see. Chosen says, TJ, out here using my quote. I officially made it look, mama, I'm on TV. Chosen, yeah, man, I'm gonna give you credit for that, man. I give you credit for that, being the best version of yourself. I often say, when I used to do the night show at the radio station I work for, I always say, you can always right the wrongs of yesterday by living a positive and a productive today. It's about, changing, your outlook. You know what I'm saying? You might have the worst day of your life, but if you go into another day, it's another day to be better. But I'm going to give you credit for that one. Ryan says, TJ, I've been listening to you for years, and your authenticity is what always keeps me coming back. Ryan, I appreciate that. And that means a lot to me, man. That means a lot to me. When I talk about the New Orleans Saints, man, I'm coming from a place of passion. Every time I get behind this mic, I'm giving you all a passionate take, and I don't, like I said, man, I love all the Saints podcasts out there. I love them all, but I don't try to be like anybody else but me. That's all I can be. That's all I encourage you all to do in every walk of life. Nicholas says, always paying Drew a nice chunk of change next year. We can add to that defense or offense to get way better. Yeah, Nicholas, I mean, you're going to have to, man, because as you see today, Taysom Hill, it took him a while for him to kind of get started. And luckily that defense stepped up. And like I said, the best friend to a young quarterback is a good defense, okay? A guy that's starting in your system for the first time, his best friend is a good defense. So the Saints, having a good defense, is going to help them in the future. Let's see. Let me go to Damien. He says, say, TJ, I'm tripping, but seemed like Hendrickson is the starter and Davenport come off the bench. Well, I mean, why wouldn't he? Like the way that Hendrickson playing, but they both playing well, man. Hendrickson is getting home a little bit more than Davenport. Davenport is really good at pressure and run support. So Hendrickson needs to work a little bit more on his run support. He's a better pass rusher. So you mostly see Davenport in on first down mostly, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he's good at run support, run stoppage, setting the edge. So, but man, right now, man, Trey Hendrickson, I mean, he's playing incredible. My brother say he reminds him of Kevin Green. Some of y'all probably know who Kevin Green is if you're old enough to remember Kevin Green playing for he played for the Rams, and he played for the Pittsburgh Steelers all those years. He say he reminds him of Kevin Green. Brandon says the Saints have shown a lot of mental toughness, being able to win games without a future Hall of Fame quarterback like Breeze. Most teams would just fall apart, and fans would be quick to use that as an excuse. Brandon, that's a good point, and that's the reason why I say that the Saints have one of the best coaching staffs in football. Because if you go to any other team, if they were to lose their starting quarterback, you're going to see a huge drop-off in production. Not only are you going to see a huge drop-off in production, the whole team might fall apart. So credit to the Saints defensive, offensive, and head coaching staff and coaches all around for making sure that this team is put in the best position to succeed. If the Saints lose a game, it's not going to be because they were out, they wasn't prepared for the game. I can tell you that. Michael says, a great team win. We must build on this. Never be content, man. We look really good, though rankings may be the odd man outcome this offseason. Yeah, I agree with that. Unless he's taking a substantial pay cut, which I highly doubt that he will. But what you got right now, I have to say, man, that this defense can be really, really, really deadly. Chosen says, that's 100 is all love. Mr. Who that says you was holding the Saints all through the quarantine till now. You said you was holding the Saints all through the quarantine till now. What do you mean by that? Well, I was holding. You're talking about talking about the Saints. Yes, I agree with you over time. Casey says, TJ, I trust your options. You've been right about a lot, and when I'm in doubt, that we may win. After watching your podcast, you help people get rid of the doubt, if that makes sense. I appreciate that. Like I said, I just give the best take I can. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my strong point, it just, man, giving people a platform. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the reason why, I bring people on the show and shouts out to people like Deuce or Wenham and crew. They break down the X's and O's. They'll tell you, you know what I'm saying, they'll break down that tape and, give you that aspect. Me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I could break down X's and O's, but I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to do this show for the fan and all of us. I like to talk about the team as a whole, about what I see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch like the game film. I go back and watch the game itself. That's how I can tell you in the middle of the week, like, how somebody looked. But, breaking down game film and all that kind of stuff, that's not really what I wanted for the show. Like, I always say my motivation was being in talk radio, being on the air and giving people a platform. And I see how some radio hosts don't give people that platform. So that's the reason, I created the show the way that it is. Lattimore versus Bucks or Cal Jordan versus Falcons. Who you take? I'm gonna go with Cam because he's been doing it longer. I'm gonna read a few more, then we're gonna get up out of here. Ernest says, T, I talk crazy when I get full of that all. Ernest, man, I mean, you always been real. You know what I'm saying? You always be honest, and I appreciate that, my brother. Inevitable says, it's been so clear to see for years that the NFL has an infatuation with the Packers. Well, I think nostalgia has something to do with it, and then also Aaron Rodgers. But it wasn't good. It wasn't enough today, right? Jared Poor says Saints are now the number 1 seed. Well, the Saints got to keep winning. Like, they're ahead right now, but they got to keep winning. There's no stretch of the imagination out of it at all, okay? Ghostface Griller says, of all my subscriptions, this is my favorite channel. TJ Jones is the best TJ Jones out there. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It means a lot to me, that I hear those type of things coming from the people that matter the most to me, which is the viewer. Philip said, what's up, TJ? We have the best record in NFC now. We need to keep the momentum and take it one game at a time. We have been battle tested with injuries, and now the sky's the limit for the team. Yep. But shouts out to the coaching staff once again. 12-4 at least. I know Atlanta can choke, but we can't choke. Well, I hope not. And finally, this is Ashley says, I agree. Jameis will play. Yeah, I agree with that too. That's the reason why I feel like Trevor Siemian is in the lineup once again. I feel like there's a method to the madness of Sean Payton. But I want to say thank you all very much for checking out the State of the Saints podcast. Thank you for all those that called in. If I didn't get to your phone call on this edition, feel free to call tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we'll be doing the show, so you can call in as we give our final thoughts of the Saints versus the Atlanta Falcons game. I hope everybody has a good and a productive morning, noon, night, whenever you're watching this show. And thank you so much. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com. Search The State of the Saints Podcast. Facebook.com. Search The State of the Saints Podcast. And if you're going to subscribe to the channel, You know, or you know what I'm saying, you're gonna follow on Facebook, trust and believe, I keep the receipts. Okay. So make sure if you're gonna be jumping out of the window, you know, just know that I might be on my petty one day and go back into the archives. Tim, thank you very much for the $5. Says TJ, the host. Man, the only thing I worry about is smart quarterback play from our opponent that will make the difference in the playoffs. Yeah, but if the defense plays like this, I think, you know, as long as they play smart, I don't think that should be an issue. But thank you all so much. I appreciate the time. Once again, everybody take care.